Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. For today's video, we are going to be rebuilding the San Antonio Spurs. And guys, I have a game plan going into this video that I really want to execute, so some people are probably going to disagree with me, but I think it is the right decision for this team. So as we all know, Kawhi Leonard has had a lingering injury all season long. Chances are he's not going to play all that much. It just seems like, the coaching staff of the Spurs don't want to risk further injury to him, which has kind of left the team kind of at parts where Kawhi Leonard is not exactly happy with the San Antonio Spurs. So this is what I'm going to do, guys. Kawhi Leonard is currently on what's his contract look like here? On a 2-year, about $40 million deal here. We are going to shut him down for the rest of the NBA season. We are going to play this realistically, shut him down out there, but this is my next part where it's like people might kind of disagree with. I am going to do a 1-season tank. Yes, guys, the reason is because I'm not like a huge fan of the pieces that are put around Kawhi Leonard. I mean, it's a lot of older guys out there, and after this season, these guys are really either going to retire or start falling off the map big time. So I think it's time to, maybe get rid of some of the bitch-ass contracts out there, try to get some young players on this team, guys that can look up to Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi will be the veteran presence, but it's like, guys that can run up and down the court and do all that good stuff out there. So I definitely have a few things to consider going into this video, but I really want to stockpile some draft picks. So what I am going to do is I'm going to rebuild the rest of this season. I'm going to do next season. Then I'm going to do like a 3 or 4 year into the future type of season. Just so you guys can see the results there. And I might actually start doing that on my rebuilds going forward. So here we go, guys. Let's look at some of the contracts here. Kawhi Leonard, he of course is not going anywhere for us. We got LaMarcus Aldridge. So LaMarcus, his stock is a all-time high right now. I mean, he's currently 89 overall player, age 32. It's like his stats on the Spurs have been his best by far. As a member of the San Antonio Spurs, averaging about 23 points and 9 rebounds. A big part of that is just because he is the number 1 option without Kawhi Leonard there. So I know Spurs fans are probably like, yeah, man, we love LaMarcus now. I'm honestly probably going to see if I can get a pretty high draft pick for him. We have Pau Gasol here on a 2-year, $32 million deal. He's 37 at this point, so I probably will try to trade him to a contender, maybe try to get a late first-round draft pick for him. Rudy Gay's on a 1-year deal, might get pieces for him. Tony Parker, I'm going to keep on the team just because I can't see myself trading Tony Parker. It just feels wrong. Danny Green, you start getting down to some of these players right here. It's just 76 overall mid-tier players at this point in their career. I mean, yes, Mount Ginobili is a Hall of Famer, but as at the age of 40, 76 overall, he's simply just a role player, right? So let's go to this trade finder, see what we can do here. Get rid of the few bitch-ass contracts. Now, I know personally speaking, I kind of want to trade Patty Mills. I feel like if I do that, Spur fans are absolutely going to just murder me in the comment section. So I mean, for $10 million a season, it's really not that bad of a contract, I suppose. So I'll probably keep him around just for the sake of that. But yeah, LaMarcus Aldridge, see what we can get for him. We're not trading any draft picks, guys. So here we get Jabari Parker and Chris Middleton. So that's not a bad little deal right there. They're both younger players. Both guys that I could totally see playing alongside Kawhi Leonard, in the future and everything. Assume we could sign them both back. We got Al Horford, not really the type of player I'm looking for. Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, nice trade. Once again, not what I'm looking for personally in this type of rebuild. Although, bro, that's Clippers, come on, y'all gotta be better than that. Y'all want to give me an 86 and an 85 for an 89 overall player and Chris Paul's younger brother or older brother? I don't know, man. His name's Brandon Paul. So we got Goran Dragic, Hassan Whiteside, Kemba Walker, Dwight Howard, Rudy Gobert, Buddy Hield. Okay, here we get a draft pick of the Dallas Mavericks. That I do like a lot. That's kind of going with my whole scheme of things, what I want to do here as far as saving money for guys via free agency. So I actually like that trade a lot. I mean, yes, there's some fantastic players offered up here, but not exactly what I'm looking to do for my strategy on this video. So I love Drummond and Tobias Harris. By the way, Drummond got snubbed from the All-Star team. Just saying that real quick. But yeah, I think I'm going to take this Dallas Mavericks draft pick because they're not very good this season. So that's probably going to be a top 5 to 6 pick in the draft. Ideally, I'd like to go with for a Marvin Bagley type of player. I feel like him and Kawhi Leonard, 5 years down the road would be absolutely sick in the NBA. So I'm going to do this trade right here and get to the first round draft pick of the Dallas Mavericks. All right, next trade. Obviously, it's probably got to be Pau Gasol here at 32 overall, or not 32 overall, $32 million bitch-ass contract, I should say. I might even toss in a Rudy Gay because if I am trying to tank this season, I really don't want all these guys playing out here. So what do we got here, man? We got Dario Saric, JJ Redick. Now, this right here is more just for a money-saving type of thing, where it's just Saric should be a nice little piece for us, and JJ Redick would probably be our starting shooting guard for the rest of the season. Not going to do too many crazy things out there. We got Thon Maker. We got Nikola Mirotic. Dennis Schroeder's okay. All right, so not I wish there was some draft picks offered up, but we're probably not going to get that. So I think I'm just going to go with the Dario Saric, JJ Redick, just to save the money, save the $32 million contract going forward. And we got Saric for 2 seasons at least, so that'll be nice for us. So what we are going to do now, I think that's pretty much as far as like the bitch-ass contracts go. I think Danny Green has a player option. That's not really a big deal. I think he does. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, so let's go to this right here. We are going to put, yeah, Sarge can be power forward. I want to put Danny Green probably a backup small forward. He goes to 78 overall. I'm okay with that. And then, of course, we got to shut down Kawhi Leonard for the season because in real life he does have an ankle injury. So we are going to assume that for this video also. Start Danny Green. And just move this dude. Man, Kawhi gonna be pissed, man. But it's just how it is. It's like he has injuries. So, just how it is. Yeah, where's he at? Derek White, so we'll do that. All right, I want to give Mons Ginobili a few minutes out here, too. We can run, like, the 10-man rotation. Let's get Jay Redick and a few more. Tony Parker. All these guys playing some minutes out there. And this team, in theory, should do really bad. So, not only do we get the Dallas Mavericks draft pick, but we only have... Yeah, one sec here, guys. What's going on? What's going on? Oh, Kawhi Leonard still got a minute. Yeah, it's like we already got the Dallas Mavericks draft pick, but also if we do really bad, yeah, we are currently 4th in the Western Conference. That's just the thing, guys. I'm so surprised. I'm not really surprised, just like how well this team is doing without its superstar small forward. But I still don't think this team is good enough to beat the Golden State Warriors or Houston Rockets come playoff time. So that's why I'm just kind of like, you know, this season, yeah, they're doing good on paper, but is it really worth it in the long run? But yeah, so if we lose like the majority of our games, we'll probably still get like a lottery pick, hopefully in the draft. So let's go ahead, guys, simulate the rest of the season and see just how bad this team can really do. Okay, so trust the tanking process does not exactly work for us, as we are going to be roughly a 500 team still, but we will be 8th in the Western Conference, which still means we'll get like a decent draft pick. It will be like just outside the lottery, which I'm kind of fine with that. Maybe we could do a trade piece to try to trade up a little bit in the draft right there. So we got James Harden, MVP, Ben Simmons, Rookie of the Year, Will Barton, 6-man, all that stuff. There's probably no Houston or no San Antonio Spurs making the All-NBA teams because like we don't have any good players on our team currently. But here we go, first round of the playoffs. We do have the Houston Rockets. Simulate current round. Watch us beat the Rockets, man. I was gonna say, man. Okay. See if they were gonna blow that 3-1 lead or not. All right, simulate playoffs. This season doesn't really matter. It's just kind of a toss-away season for us anyway. We do have the Golden State Warriors winning the championship 4-2 against the Toronto Raptors. All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. Player retirements. Anybody for us? We got Mons Ginobili retiring after 15 years on the San Antonio Spurs. Okay, I'm honestly, guys, going to go straight to the NBA draft, see what kind of picks we have, and see what kind of moves we can make. All right, here we go, guys. So we have the second pick from that Dallas Mavericks trade. So that definitely worked out for us here. We got the Kings going number 1. So no matter what, man, we are going to get like a great player to put alongside Kawhi Leonard for this rebuild. And the first pick goes to Marvin Bagley. That's who I really wanted. Come on, man. You're supposed to be the next Tim Duncan on my team. Oh my god, dude, that's gonna make things a little difficult. Maybe I can like try to like package my first pick and like my 15th pick together and try to get them. I mean, DeAndre Ayton would still be a nice one. We got Trae Young out there who could actually be like the nice point guard of the future on this team. I'm kind of maybe feeling that. We got Michael Porter, he's 79 overall, but we really don't need a small forward. So it's kind of between DeAndre Ayton and also Trae Young. I'm kind of like the idea of Trae Young with Kawhi Leonard. He just seems like the ideal fit, you know, to go against some of those other superstar point guards in the NBA currently. Let's go to Trade Finder, see what we can actually get here. Dang, dude, I really want Marvin Bagley. I don't think it's gonna happen though. Come on, man. What y'all want from Marvin? Come on, man. Offer me something up here, man. Okay, it's not gonna happen, guys. No Marvin Bagley for the team. Okay, so who do we really want here? Do I want DeAndre Ayton or do I want Trae Young? Michael Porter. I mean, what position does he play? Small forward or power forward? So he could be like a small ball forward for us, but I really don't see him as that going like forward into his career. So I think with my first pick here, I am actually going to go with Trae Young. He just seems like the superstar player in college right now, and I really do think he could be the next Stephen Curry. So Trae Young, you are going to team up with Kawhi Leonard. Okay, we now have our 15th pick in the draft right here. We'll see who's all left. We got Kasha Musuji, however you say his name here, who is currently the #1 ranked player on here. So that right there might be worth it enough. He's a B- overall from Belgium, 6'5" shooting guard. It says his floor is DeAndre Liggins and his ceiling is Garrett Temple. Well, that's not exactly amazing, dude. Here we have a ceiling of Gallinari and a floor of James Jones with the Emmanuel Akot, who could be a nice backup player. We got Miles Bridges from Michigan State, ceiling Doug McBuckets. Come on, man, y'all better than that. All right, I feel like in this case we might just go with best available. Although we might as well go to Trade Finder too and see what we could get here for this pick anyway. So let's give up that and also maybe toss in a Dario Saric, I suppose. That might actually get us. Okay, no offers found. Well then, I guess with my first pick here or my next pick here, I'm just gonna go with the best player available and go with Kasha Mushidi. Okay, rookie signings to get both these guys on the team. We also have Robert Grady, who I'm not going to sign to a contract. Let's go to team player options. So Danny Green did have a option on his. He did accept that. That's fine. I don't mind getting those guys back. Qualifying offers. Brian Forbes. I mean, I think he's been pretty decent for the San Antonio Spurs, but just not a player I really need on my team right here. We got Kyle Anderson. We'll extend that. Also, Davis getting back on the team. And moratorium period. Okay, now this is where the rebuild actually happens. Like, now we actually have to go for players that we really do think could help this team out right here. As far as, like, centers, it's like, yeah, DeMarcus Cousins is out there. I really don't see him going to the Spurs. Although, if we had the money freed up, like, if we teamed up with Kawhi Leonard only being 27, plus we got Trae Young out there, it's like, that's a pretty nice dynamic, you know, big, well, kind of like a big three. I mean, Trae Young still has to prove himself. But, yeah, DeMarcus Cousins is definitely the best center available. We have the money to throw his way. I feel like, you know, we've seen what Greg Popovich did with Tim Duncan throughout his career. A big part of that is also because of Tim Duncan. So let's see what we can do with a Boogie Cousins out there also. I'm going to give him a player option right there. Just, I would love to get him on the team if possible. And it looks like he might accept. Says it would take us over the salary. Okay, so we got to renounce some rights right here. Tony Parker will renounce that. Probably sign him back for, you know, a low contract. Renounce the rights to JJ Redick. That should free up the money in theory. And, man, am I just blind? I don't know how this stuff works, man. I don't know. Let me renounce some rights here. Get this going. All these guys can go so I can get Boogie Cousins. All right, now it works. Okay, so we got DeMarcus Cousins on the team, who, of course, would be our big signing of, you know, this era out here, teaming it up with, you know, Kawhi Leonard and also Trae Young. I like the look of that. So, shooting guard, I'm good with that rookie probably starting for us, or Danny Green. Power forward, we still got Mirotic. So, honestly, like, things are looking pretty good for us here. So, maybe just go for some bench players. Mike Scott, throw him a little contract. Let's actually get out of this moratorium period, though. Mike Scott going to the Celtics, that's fine. I suppose, man. All right, what do we got here? Any low players we can go for? Dwayne Wade. We are negative $4 million, so we don't have a ton of money freed up here. Derrick Rose, maybe for a back. No, we already got, what's his name on the team, too? Patty Mills. Trevor Booker, 77 overall. He might be okay for us. We got Seth Curry, maybe for some shooting. We can't afford him. Tyler Zeller, no. Rajon Rondo, I'd be okay with him. Mike James, pretty cheap player right here, so he might be worth a nice little signing, just to like maybe like a backup shooting guard even. Gerald Green, okay, we can't afford it. We can't sign anybody else. So yeah, give me Mike James for 2 seasons. Pretty nice signing for us. Backup center, I believe we do need one of those. I'm gonna toss Aaron Baines some money. He's only 31, so he's got a few decent seasons left to him. Trevor Booker to the Rockets. Okay, we got Aaron Baines, who actually used to play for the Spurs. So yeah, guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and simulate the rest of this season. Okay, so this is what the team looks like so far. Trae Young, Danny Green, Kawhi Leonard, Dario Saric, and also DeMarcus Cousins at center. Our bench unit, guys, we have a ton of guards up in here. So what I'm thinking I'm probably going to do is I might trade away to DeJounte Murray, as I think he probably has the most trade value out of all of our guards on here. Just because, you know, I feel like in the right situation, he could still be something in the NBA. It's just not going to be at the Spurs because we have Trae Young at our starting point guard position. So let's see what we can do here. Let's go to Trade Finder, give up a trade of DeJounte Murray. I'm also going to toss in JJ Barea. You know, he might be able to help a, you know, veteran team out there. And also a future first-round draft pick. See what this gets us. Ideally, like, maybe a better power forward or shooting guard would be nice. I don't know if we'll actually get that, though. Here we got Bobby Portis and Denzel Valentine. That's pretty decent right there, actually. It gives us 2 players that I would probably use off my bench. You know, both those guys. So, I'm liking that one a lot right there. We got Kyle Kuzma, Larry Nance, Jonathan Simmons, Luke Kennard, Stanley Johnson. I saw him, who could be a nice defensive player for the Spurs team, potentially. So here we go. Yeah, give me that. I like this trade. Bobby Portis, Denzel Valentine. We got 24 and 23-year-old, both on 1-year deal. So if it doesn't work out here, well, we just won't re-sign them next season. And let's go over here now. Okay, so we are going to. Okay, so Bobby Portis actually wants to start. I think I'm actually kind of okay with that. Saric in his offense off the bench. Denzel Valentine can kind of be like a nice like point forward out there too. I guess I'm going to allow Patty Mills to start on this team. It seems like he has like the most veteran presence out here out of all those guys. So I'm kind of okay with that. Let's give some more minutes here to Trae. I want him about 30 minutes a game. Kawhi Leonard playing, put him at 39. You know, really let him go out this season and prove himself. Not really prove himself, but just like prove how freaking pissed off he is that he had to miss last season, right? So we'll do that. Give a few more to Bobby Portis. And all of a sudden, guys, this team this season is looking pretty damn good. I mean, they're young, they're athletic, they're dynamic. They can all shoot out there for the most part. So let's go ahead and simulate this season and see just how good this San Antonio Spurs team can really do. Okay, so the first season with the DeMarcus Cousins and Kawhi Leonard dynamic, we finished with a record of 58 and 23, which is good enough for 3rd place in the stacked Western Conference, simulate through date against the Pelicans, and we get a W at the end of the season right here. So we got MVP going to the Stephen Curry out there. Trae Young, Rookie of the Year, which is a great sign for us, at 17 points, 4 rebounds, and 8 assists per game, looking like he's probably a future Hall of Famer with those kind of numbers going forward, right? And we also got our man, wait, I thought you was on my team, Davis? All right, well, you go to the freaking bitch-ass Minnesota Timberwolves, man. I don't care, man. I don't care. And we also got Kawhi Leonard, All-NBA first team. All-NBA second look like that. All-NBA third look like that. So I did not see DeMarcus Cousins on there, which is kind of okay. He really doesn't really get that often on this game. Player stats on the season. What do we have here? Okay, so Kawhi Leonard, 29 points. Oh, man, this boy went full savage. God damn. Oh, my God, dude. We got Boogie out there at 17 points. Oh, shoot, what happened? We got Boogie Cousins at 17 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists. We already know Trae Young's numbers. Bobby Portis was a great power forward for us, and Mike James did great as a 6-man off of our bench. We got Greg Popovich really found all these guys' true potential and maximizing it for us. So here we go. We got playoffs. First round against the Los Angeles Clippers. Simulate current round, see how this goes. And, well, we got them 4-0. Closeout game, 27 points. We got 24 and 7 for DeMarcus, 18, 6, and 5 for Mike James, with Trae Young dropping 10 points and 9 assists. All right, Houston Rockets, simulate current round. And, okay, so we lost to them 4 games, so I'm not too mad about it, just because, like, I feel like our team is not quite there yet. While Kawhi Leonard and DeMarcus Cousins is great, some of our other players still need to, like, mature and everything going forward. So what I am going to do, guys, is I am going to go ahead and simulate the next, like, 3 seasons of this, and I will see you guys in a second, and we'll check out how this team looks in the future. Okay, so we are officially in the 2021-2022 NBA season. This is what our team is looking like for the most part right here. We have Trae Young, who is now 88 overall at this point in his career. We have Kasja Mushidi, who originally was only like a 74 overall player. He's worked his way up to a 79 overall player. Currently our starting shooting guard on this team. So, you know, he's a decent three-point shooter for us. I mean, averaged 11 points last season, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. So, does a little bit of everything out there. We have Kawhi Leonard still, of course. We got Bobby Portis, who is now 83 overall, and DeMarcus Cousins at 92, who is now the age of 31, still young. Then we got Denzel Valentine. We have a old Goran Dragic for a backup point guard position. We have Chinyao Anaku. I think that's the dude that shoots unhanded free throws, which is pretty cool. And we also have a old-ass Brook Lopez, 75 overall player, and just some other guys on the team here too. So yeah, I mean, the team's come together nicely. During the course of the simulation, I did not win any championships, or I would have showed you guys. But yeah, I mean, like, we lost to the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals a few times. So I'm really hoping this is the year that this team brings it together and can win us an NBA championship. So let's go ahead, guys, simulate this season and see just how good this Spurs team can really do. Okay, so a record of 58 and 23. It's still a close race with the Houston Rockets and Golden State Warriors here. So it's pretty much us 3 teams and then everybody else. Simulate through day against the Denver Nuggets, and we get a W on the season. So second place, Western Conference, that's good. James Harden MVP, Mark Bernard, no idea who that is. Okay. At this point, man, oh, that's our co-worker, Greg Popovich. God damn. I'm going to say, though, Eldon, bro, you got 94 overall, 95 offense, 93 defense. Is that you? Because I like that a lot. Yo, where's Greg Popovich, though, man? Kind of pissed me off a little bit there. All-NBA teams, I don't see any Spurs anywhere, which is... Okay, so we got Kawhi Leonard making it, at least. Boogie Cousins, yet again, did not make it. Player stats on the season. We got Kawhi at 23 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. DeMarcus at 70 points, 8 rebounds. Trae Young at 16 points, getting 8 assists out there. Bobby Portis, nice, decent season. So, yeah, overall, the team, a pretty balanced scoring attack out there from our big 3 and our role players included. But here we go, first round of the playoffs. We do have the Minnesota Timberwolves. I think we can definitely beat them. Simulate current round, and... Okay, got them 4-0 out here, man. So, we still got Golden State and Houston Rockets. We pretty much probably got to get past both those teams to see, you know, to really get to the NBA Finals. That's going to be a tough calling out there. But I want to see what this Lakers team is looking like these days. They got Lonzo Ball still, who is now 90 overall. Damn, dude. They got Greg Monroe, Marcus Smart. Yo, that's crazy, man. Look at Lonzo's stats. Like, this dude, oh my God. 24 points. Y'all love this Lonzo Ball, don't you, 2K? 15 assists in the playoffs? Damn. All right, here we go. Simulate current round. And... well, we lost, guys, to the Houston Rockets, 4-2. I don't know, man. There is some good-ass teams in the Western Conference right now. And that's why my idea going into this was just kind of to tank this real season in real life and just start really, not really going into a rebuild because you have Kawhi Leonard, but start building around him in a different way because the freaking Houston Rockets and Golden State Warriors is going to be dominating for so long. It's like, what more can you do out there? Like, what more can we do? Simulate playoffs, see who wins it all here, and... Yet again, we have the Golden State Warriors winning 4-2. It is nice to see, though, that the Chicago Bulls actually made it. Who do they have on their team? Lauri Markkanen, they got Seth Curry, Mirotic on the team still. So, yeah, this team really built something up nicely right here. But anyway, guys, hope you all enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you think the Spurs need to do to keep Kawhi Leonard happy?